in any trespass, any sin, ye who are spiritual, restore such a one. And I like how it says it here. It gives us how to do it. He's giving us how to help rebuild that particular person's life and how to help rebuild that wall. It says, restore such a one in a spirit of gentleness. You know, some of us think that we can just be hard as nails all the time. Everybody knows if they come and they're telling you and they standing here and they say, I did wrong, don't you know that they already know they done wrong? If I done sin, I know I done sin. Especially if I'm confessing it. And so ye which are spiritual, talking about the believers that have not been overtaken in that. Ye which are spiritual, restore such a one in a spirit of gentleness. Then it reads on. You got to read the rest of it now. It says, considering yourself, lest ye also be tempted. That, you know what? Given the right situation, your flesh could come potentially lethal. Given the right situation, you might cut the food. You being backed in a corner, you might slip up and do something you ain't going to be proud of. You ain't above it, baby. You're not above it. Let me help you out here. When these young kids are making mistakes and they're acting a fool, baby, ain't no reason to go off and easy on them kids. Speak to them with gentleness, because what you're trying to do is build them, because they're kids. They're children. Do you realize as a pastor, and some of y'all might be older than me, I got to speak to you in gentleness. I got to deal with you with meekness, because I'm trying to build something. Do you remember when you were 13? Some of y'all jumping down your kids' throat because they're evil and mean. Did you remember at 13 how you were? Some of y'all getting bent out of shape because they slick at the mouth. Do you remember what you were when you were 16? You know what? If I do have a child and they slick at the mouth, I'm just going to have to kind of suck some of it up and take it. You know why? Because I was slick at the mouth and sneaky. Oh, you wish. All right. She was sneaky too. This is where we're trying to build something. And so you got to approach it correctly. So when you have people that are overtaken in sin and faults, y'all, people are running back to church now, I'm telling you. They're running back. I'm here to tell you. They're trying to find direction. They're seeking the peace of God. And they're coming to the church and they're looking for the real people of God. They're looking for real believers. They're looking for the people that really believe, that know not only by the confession of their mouth, but by their walk, that they're really a Christian. And they're coming and they're saying, I failed. Y'all will not believe the kind of confessions that I receive from people. And I'm saying, you ain't got to tell me that. But they say, I got to tell you. Because I got to get this out, because I want to be healed. I want to be delivered. I want my life back. I want it back on track. And that's when I told y'all, when people come to you like that, don't go, oh my Lord. No, you know what? Out of a believer's mouth, you should never say, oh my God. That should never come out of your mouth. There ain't nothing new under the sun. Don't let your mind be blown by the confessions that you're going to hear. When you hear things that in your mind really blows your mind, that means there's a whole lot of grace. So as we build the lives of people, we've got to be able to restore them in gentleness. We got to restore them in meekness and in love. Those that are confessing sin, standing up and saying, this is what I've done. This is what I've done. I'm so glad that some of them could do this. You know, I wasn't doing that. I didn't do that. I kept my stuff to me. I'm so glad that God, he's all right with that too, as long as I confess it to him. But others feel necessary. As we move on, as we're building, we're putting the lives of people, trying to build. In Galatians 6 and 10, there's a scripture that says, therefore, as we have opportunity, let us do good to all, especially to those who are of the household of faith. Now, let me read the scripture again for you. Therefore, as we have opportunity, I told you there's times we're going to have opportunity, and God is going to give us the opportunity, and he's giving us the opportunity. He pressed that pause button, and he's giving us the opportunity, and he's quizzing us, and he's testing us to see if we really got this and if we understand this. Therefore, we have the opportunity. Let us do good to all. Now, we're saying to all, everybody. That means whether believer or unbeliever. If you ever want to win an unbeliever, you got to treat them like you got some sense. You understand? Because let me tell you what these people are listening are doing now. Unbelievers are not listening for what's coming out your mouth, but they're watching how you act. That's what they're really looking for. I'm telling you, I talk to enough of them. I talk to enough of them. They're trying to find, they want to know, they ain't trying to listen to what's coming out your mouth. They're trying to see how you walking. They want to see if your walk is shaky. They want to see if what's coming out your mouth and what you confessed when they was in church 2 years ago and you were up testifying and tearing up stuff and up preaching and witnessing. They want to see now, are you really walking what you're talking? And this generation, I told you before, this is a generation that's not hearing, but they're looking. They're looking. They're looking to the church. They're looking at what we call church folk. They're looking to see, now are they really about the business? Are they really about God? That's why some of them say, you hear them say, I don't come in here playing. I ain't coming to church because I'm not ready. That lets you know that they're very serious about their behavior, and they take the confession of being a believer and say, I'm a Christian. They take that very seriously. So they say, I ain't coming to church because I ain't playing with God. But you know, some of us have gotten real common with God, and we've taken the holy stuff and gotten common with it. And we've taken the name Christian and believer, and we kind of just take it and use it like we use an SOS packet. Use it when it benefits you, and when you don't need it, when you want to get in your secret place and you want to get in your mess, then you take it and hang it up. Or put it back down under the sink. I know that might be a little hard to swallow, but I got to tell you the truth. This is what it's really about, y'all. If we're going to really rebuild people's lives, then we got to make sure we do it the way God has designed it to be done. And so we got to do good to everybody. You know, I come to find it out. I left the restaurant the other day. And some of y'all might say, what they got to do with anything? And when we left the restaurant, it was my wife and my niece. And the young lady was so nice. She kind of figured out, she said, you pastor church, don't you? And I said, oh, I tell y'all, sometimes I want to go school, but don't I didn't know my name. But I'm telling you, sometimes God will put you in that place. God will put you in that place. And he'll keep you in that place to make you check your conduct. And so when we got done eating, we were laughing and talking. Somebody had called me on the phone, and I was talking on the telephone, and I walked out the restaurant, and the lady was so nice. She gave us free desserts and everything else.